and welcome to the show. So today we have Ryan who will talk to us about how he built 180 sites. So Ryan, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Robin.
So yeah, can you tell us how you started the business and what 180 sites does?
Yeah, so we call it 180 sites, but same thing. The business kind of started out of tumultuous time. So it's kind of just a necessity for me to be doing something new. I used to own an exterior cleaning company and I used to be a jiu-jitsu coach, but I had multiple spinal injuries. I had to have a couple different back and neck surgeries. I was almost paralyzed from that. And so doing that type of work wasn't very good for me anymore. And with running my exterior cleaning company, I, of course, had to do a lot of things myself, marketing and building the website and all that. So while I was recovering from the last surgery, which was like the most brutal one, over between both of them, I was in the hospital for like 35 days. So it was a long recovery time. And I just was basically on a couch for 6 months to a year. I just started reaching out to other companies that were doing similar things to me to see if there was anything I could help them with, whether it was like designing banners or postcards or helping them with their website. And a lot of people needed help with their website. So I started doing that and then turned it into a productized service with 180 sites.
The idea of 180 sites, did it come from problems you had, like running your own cleaning company? And you realize, oh, okay, like my company needs a website, needs some marketing, and maybe some other small businesses owners need that as well? Or it was a completely separate idea?
It was, a little bit of both. So one, I saw that just as a better opportunity, less constraints, more of an addressable market to work for. And also, a lot of small business owners, they don't know how to do these things. They don't have the time to do these things. And there's a lot of ugly websites out there in the world that I'd like to fix. So it was a good problem to solve. Of course, it's a very saturated market. There's many people doing it, but we differentiate ourselves in a few ways to make us stick out to our customer demographic.
Got it. So did you pick like some specific niche, or was it like more the type of like websites that you did and or the other services that you offered alongside it? Or how did you differentiate yourself?
So we'll probably go into it more in a little bit, but the sales model and the productized nature of the way we sell web design it's getting more popular, but it's definitely the minority and not many people do it. So that's one big differentiator. But also just the verticals that we went into, we were going after home service companies, mostly exterior cleaning companies, the background that I had. And so I already had a lot of rapport and connections, and that kind of helped be the catalyst and get the snowball going in the beginning. And now we work with all kinds of industries, but still our messaging is targeting the home service contractor type of businesses.
Right, the kind of small businesses owners that need like a website to generate lead and the whole thing, like they are maybe on Google My Business or these kind of things, and they need a storefront basically to accept the leads. So tell us about the productized nature of the business, because I guess once you started, a lot of like companies were maybe charging a couple of thousands to these small business owners, but you came up with a model which is completely different. So can you tell us more about that and how you came up with the pricing and the packages as well?
Yeah. So probably 9 out of 10 times, if you are a business owner and you're looking to hire a web agency, 90% of the time, it's going to be similar to what you just described. It's going to be some upfront payment. You could find a cheap provider and maybe it's not that expensive, but probably looking at, a couple $1,000s to $20,000 upfront to get your website built. And then they're going to hand you your website and then you go your separate ways. Or if you want them to take care of it, host it, manage it, do the maintenance, do the updates, take care of everything for you, then you're going to pay them an extra monthly fee on top of that large upfront investment you just made. And you don't have any return on your investment yet. So it's quite a big investment. Typically, companies that are very small, don't have a lot of extra capital to use, can't afford a really great quality website because of that, because it's such a large upfront investment. It probably will pay off over time, but it's a little bit of a risk doing that. On the other end of the spectrum, there are some other web agencies that sell their websites on a monthly payment plan similar to us, but a lot of those use proprietary platforms and you don't actually ever own the website. So it's more of like a website as a service or a website rental. So you get the benefit of getting your website up front and having a low cost monthly payment, but you never really own the website. So we're in between those two ends of the spectrum. We try to offer the best of both of those worlds, where we'll build you a really nice website and we incur all the costs up front to do that. We take a loss with every client basically in the beginning. And then that's your website, but you can slowly pay it off over 24 months. And then during those 24 months, you'll also get free hosting, maintenance, updates, support. We'll basically just do anything you need regarding your website for you for free while you're on that payment plan. And then once that payment plan's up, your website's paid off, you own it 100%. It's on WordPress. There's nothing proprietary like keeping you locked in with us. And if customers want to leave at that time, we'll give them their website. It's theirs to take. Or if they want to stay with us and keep getting all the features and benefits, they can do so. It'd be just month to month, and then they drop down to a discounted rate thereafter. So it takes a little bit of explaining. Just the sales model itself is a lot different than those two most popular options that you're going to see in the marketplace with a web agency.
Yeah, that makes sense. And so how does it work with the packaging? They have like these websites that pay over 24 months period of time, but they can also like add add-ons, I guess, on like, for example, if they want to have marketing or like ads, for example, managed by them. And yeah, how does that work? And do you offer that? First question. And if so, how does that work?
Yes, we don't offer any advertising services. We do partner with some marketing agencies and software companies and try to be the source of those answers when they need them to refer our clients to. But mainly we just stick to building the websites and managing the websites. We do have 3 different packages. The main differentiation of those is just going to be the size of the website, but there's some other features too, like text messages and CRM automation, review posting, blog posting, things like that.
Cool. And can you tell us a bit more about where the company is at the moment? So to make all those websites, I imagine you have like a team to do them, and how many like active subscribers or the revenue of the company today? Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah. So we're a pretty small team relatively. So there's about 10 of us, and we have about 650 active clients right now. As far as revenue, we do about 120 to 130 in MRR. Last year we did 1.35, and this year we're trying to do 1.75.
Nice. And like to get there, to like for that increase, is it like just doubling down on marketing and what already works, or do you plan any like big changes in the marketing model, marketing strategies that you use?
Moving forward, or?
Yeah, moving forward. Yeah.
I think moving forward to continue to scale the business, we're going to have to do one of two things. We haven't quite made that decision yet, but it's going to be either expand our vertical. So still just do the same thing, the productized service, our bread and butter. We have all the systems in place to do that very efficiently, and just do that for more industries and get a foothold in more industries. And that would be a way to continue to grow. Or we stick with the same vertical that we have, but continue to offer additional services like ongoing SEO, Google ads, Facebook ads, email marketing, things like that. That would probably be the easier way to scale, but I have not built out the team yet to do that, but that's probably going to be the next step.
Got it. And to get more of these customers, of course, like I imagine those small business owners that are not necessarily on LinkedIn, or like some, they don't really have an email address sometimes, I guess. So it must be kind of difficult to reach out to them, and also to convince them to buy a website. Maybe like some guys are like, oh no, people just call me on WhatsApp. So when I think about starting that model, I think, wow, there must be quite a few obstacles. So how do you go about approaching them? I guess now you have a portfolio of websites, and then you can tell them, hey, look what we've done for this company. But yeah, how do you go about finding those customers and telling them, hey, this is important for your business and you should buy one of our packages, basically?
Yeah, in the beginning, I did a lot of outreach, mostly was through Facebook groups. That's where I found the most success. So I spent the most amount of time doing that. So the the industries I wanted to work with. I tried to join as many groups as I could, didn't spam the groups, but just tried to be as helpful as I could. And so if anybody was talking about making flyers for their business, I would, offer to make flyers for those people for free, or make yard signs for free, make a logo for free, try to help them with their website, give audits to their website for free. And just looked for those opportunities organically. So I'd be scouring through those Facebook groups all day, trying to add to the conversations rather than just like soliciting. And that kind of got the ball rolling. And now I don't really do a whole lot of content creation or outreach, but our customer base refers us a heck of a lot. And we have intentionally spent a lot of time building other agency partnerships, other software companies that a lot of our customers used. We try to provide some extra value to them, and then they'll in return refer us, other marketing agencies, other logo designers, all sorts of other just business services that our customers need to have. We try to refer those people, and in return, they send us a lot of work as well.
Yeah, having some strong partnerships, I think it's one way to markets that comes up like quite often actually on this channel. And it's not really affiliate, it's just having really good partnerships and relations with other people in the industry that sell the same, like similar products and services to the same customer base, basically. And of course, referrals as well. After a while, you have like all those case studies, and of course, customers, their friends and other business friends see, oh, okay, who did your website? And they can just refer you. So that's great. And so like over the years, like, can you give us a bit of timeline? When did you start this? So it's been a few years, right?
Yeah. The idea started in mid 2018, but didn't really get it actually going until 2019. About 5 years, a little over 5 years, we've been doing it.
Got it. In those 5 years, like what were some of the bigger obstacles? Of course, there was COVID, I guess, maybe that kind of impacted, but maybe in a good way, I don't know. But any big challenges you faced from 2018, 19 till today?
Last year and somewhat this year too, the economy, it's not directly affecting us, but in an indirect way. I feel like a lot of our customers offer luxury services, so to speak, or services that aren't necessary. So they're nice to have, but when people are tight on their budget, they're not going to get their house washed, their roof cleaned, their gutters cleaned, their pool cleaned, their landscaping done, etc. So a lot of our customers, I feel like, are struggling a bit and from the economy, and then that's having a secondary effect on us with the amount of clients we're able to retain and sign up. It's not like a dramatic impact, but I definitely see the economy having a bit of a negative obstacle in our growth.
Right. But apart from that, no other big obstacles, right? Like there was not a big drop of churn, or like the whole team left for some reasons.
Yeah.
So all going kind of smooth.
Yeah, just year over year, we've always grown slowly and steadily, really never faced any huge issues like that. Of course, we've had like some key people leave the business, or we had to part ways. So those are definitely hurdles for me and stress for me, but nothing that like dramatically impacted the business.
Yeah. And last question before we wrap up. Like now you have about 10 people in the team. Like, do you still feel quite involved, you as the owner, like when it comes, for example, to the project delivery or to the sales part, or did you delegate those parts to team members?
Yeah. As far as sales, I'm not involved at all. And as far as the development, the project management, I'm not involved at all in that either. But still, just overall, the administration of the business and the amount of customers we have and the amount of fires that come up that need my assistance definitely still keeps me busy and working all day and night. So definitely this year, I would like to not take as much profits and try to grow our team, invest more in the team, and free up a little bit more of my time. I just had a newborn 4 months ago as well.
Congrats.
First kid. So it definitely has its challenges, at least in this short time, where having to spend a lot of time with the newborn and everything that goes along with that and running the business. I'm very much pressed for time right now and hoping to bring on a few more key employees that will help take me out of the business more.
Yeah, Well, that was a great story, Ryan. And thanks for your time today. Just maybe one last thing before we finish this. Like, any plans for the future? I guess spending time with your kid, of course. But like for the business, like, will you keep just running this one, or any other opportunities you may want to start or explore in the future?
Yeah, I would like to make the possibility of selling the company more viable. We've definitely gotten like several offers, but I want to continue growing it and maximize the valuation of the business. Not that I'm set on selling it, but like I said before, hire myself out of all the roles that I'm in and make it very desirable for an acquisition, and have that ability to start something else. It probably would be another productized service, or if not, just keep it running, keep it profitable, and hire myself out of the business and then do something else. So I definitely want to do that, but I'm focused right now for sure the next year in just getting that ready for me to step away, whether that's selling it or having a CEO run the company for me.
Okay, so guys, listen. So if there's any future CEOs or GMs who want to take over the business, or any acquirers, Ryan is open to discussion. And actually, there were two people on the show that the interviews are not uploaded yet. Well, they're uploaded now if you're watching this. But at the time we're speaking, they're not uploaded yet. And they just acquired Productized Services. And so it's the interview of Gabriel from Eastern Digital and Carl from Draft.dev. So maybe these guys can be an option. We'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks, Ryan. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. And yeah, thanks again.
Oh, thank you so much for having me, Robin. It was a pleasure, and appreciate all that you do.